Okay, if I cut the blue wire, we're safe. If I cut the red wire, well, I hope someone feeds my dog. Hi, and welcome to Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to be part of an elite bomb squad group? Just seconds away from detonation, dripping with sweat, palms pounding, and yet still arguing over which wire to cut? Well, now you can experience the thrill without any of the explosions. In Bomb Busters, a high-stakes cooperative puzzle game by Hisashi Hayashi, you and up to 4 other players become expert bomb disposal agents. Your mission? Work together, crack the code, and cut the right wires before the bomb goes boom. Think you got the nerve of steel it takes to defuse the undefusable? Well, there's only one way to find out. Grab a seat at the table, and I'll teach you how to play Bomb Busters. To begin playing this intensely fun game, we'll start with the setup. Place the board in the center of the table and place all the info tokens here on the board. You will place the validation tokens in this section of the board here, and this is where you'll place equipment cards face up equal to the number of players. The card should cover the green check mark and the red X should be showing. This means that the card is not equipped and cannot be used yet. I'll go over how you gain access to using these cards a little later. Then set this dial to match the number of players. I'll be setting up for a 4-player game, so I'll set the dial here. In a 4-player game, each player will get a tile stand. If you're playing with a different player account, you can review who and how many tile stands each player will get on page 2 of the rulebook. Now you will choose a mission card. The first 8 mission cards range from beginner to expert, and when played in order, which is highly recommended, you will have fully learned how to play the game. Think of these first 7 missions as your training, and the 8th mission is your final exam to becoming a bomb disposal expert. The game has a total of 66 different missions, so make sure you start with the first training mission card to help you reach that final mission. Assign at random 1 player as the captain. Place the captain card in front of them. On subsequent missions, you will pass the responsibilities of captain to the left. The captain will read the mission card out loud. On the front of the mission card, you will find specific setup instructions, and on the back of the mission card will be any special mission rules. Each mission may introduce new rules that are not found in the rulebook, so make sure you read the mission card carefully. Depending on the mission card, you will prepare the mission's wire tiles. There are 48 blue wire tiles. They're numbered 1 through 12, and there are 4 of each number. There are 11 yellow wire tiles, and they're numbered 1.1 through 11.1. And finally, there are 11 red wire tiles, and they're numbered 1.5 through 11.5. Let's say we're setting up this mission card. Don't worry, there is no spoilers. This card has all the basic elements that you need to know to play the game. You will randomly take the number of red and yellow wires shown on the mission card. Then you will turn the wires over to see the wire's value and place the appropriate red and yellow markers in the spaces on the board. Don't use the question mark side. Then shuffle all the wire tiles together, face down. In some missions, the number of red and or yellow wires will be indicated as 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, or 2 out of 3. This means that the wires involved are only partially known. And the way you would set this up on the board using the red and yellow markers is like this. Say for instance, the mission card stated you use 2 out of 3 yellow wires. You would randomly draw 3 yellow wires and mark them on the board with the question mark side facing up, like this. Then you will shuffle the 3 tiles face down and only add 2 of them into the pile of blue wires. The tile that was not selected will be out of play and set aside without ever being revealed. After setting up all the wire tiles and shuffling them face down, each player will be dealt tiles as equally as possible. Some players may have more tiles than others, and that's okay. Each player will then place their tiles on their stand with the wire information facing themselves, and they will sort the wires from left to right in ascending order. So your wire tile stand should look something like this when it's all set up. The decimal value on red and yellow tiles are used for sorting purposes only. Once they're placed in ascending order value, they are simply red and yellow wires. Although red and yellow wires are dangerous, if you cut the wrong one, so let's try and avoid them. Finally, each player, starting with the captain and going in clockwise order, will place an info token of their choice on the table in front of their stand, pointing to one of their blue wires with the matching value. Info tokens help you keep track of known wires. You cannot use the yellow info token during the setup phase. Once that has been completed, you're ready to begin disposing of bombs. In Bomb Busters, the object of the game is that you and your team are trying to defuse bombs by cutting the right wires. The way you do that? By matching the blue wires by their value, and by finding and matching the yellow wires, all while avoiding the red wires, which causes the bomb to... in which case you all lose. Turns go clockwise, starting with the captain. On your turn, you choose one of 3 actions: dual cut, solo cut, reveal red wires. When you take the dual cut action, you'll guess a teammate's wire and try to match it with one of your own. If you're right, great! Reveal and place each of the tokens in front of their stands. Do not change the position of the wire token. If you're wrong, and the tile is either blue or yellow, move the detonator dial forward, and that player places an info token with the correct value in front of their stand. And if it's a red tile, you're done. Let's look at an example of a dual cut action in action. I choose a teammate and point to one of their tiles on their stand and state its value. I would make sure to choose a value of a tile that I have on my stand. I'll say, this is a 6, and my teammate will let a sigh of relief, and show me that yes, indeed, it is a 6. So now I would reveal my 6 tile, and we would both place them in front of our stands. If I had instead stated that the tile is a 7, my teammate, after giving me a look of distrust, would say the actual number of the tile I chose and place an info token matching that number on the table in front of their stand. I would not reveal my 7 tile. Instead, I would move the detonator dial up 1 space. If the dial ever reaches the skull, then... and the mission fails. When taking a solo cut action, if the last remaining wire of a value are all in your hand, you can safely cut them, either a pair or all 4. For example, if I have all 4 8s in my stand, I can reveal all of them to my teammates on my turn. Or say I have only 2 8 tiles in my stand, and one of my teammates on a previous turn managed to reveal the other 2 8 tiles, then on my next turn, I can reveal the remaining 8 tiles to my teammates. The last action you can take is the reveal red wires action. If on your turn, all you've got left in your stand are red wires, then you can take the reveal your red wire action. Just reveal them by placing them on the table in front of your stand. Once all 4 wires of the same value are revealed, place a validation token on that number on the board. Yellow wires are cut the same way as the blue wires. If you point at a wire and say, this is a yellow wire, and are correct, you reveal your yellow wire. If it's not correct, that player puts an info token revealing the actual number, and then you will move the detonator dial up 1 space. If a player picks a yellow tile thinking it might be a blue value tile, then that player places the yellow info token in front of the tile on the table. And then you would move the detonator track 1 space. Solo cut action using yellow wires is only allowed if the player has all remaining yellow wires in their hand. Once 2 wires of the value shown in the top left corner of an equipment card has been cut, slide the card up to reveal the green check mark to indicate that this effect is now available. All equipment can be used once. After it has been used, flip the card face down to indicate that the equipment card is no longer available. Multiple available equipment cards can be used in a row on a single turn. Each character has a unique tool that they can use once per mission. Double Detector lets you target 2 wires instead of 1. If both or either is correct, you will proceed with the actions of a successful cut, revealing the one matching tile or the only matching tile of the value that was stated. If neither of the 2 wires match the value stated, then proceed with the action of a failed cut. If one of the chosen wires is red, the bomb does not explode. Proceed with the actions of either success or failure depending on the circumstances. Now remember, you're bomb disposal experts, not chatty detectives. So no talking about what's in your hand or in your stand. No giving clues or sharing your guesses and assumptions out loud, okay? You can discuss general strategy, the use of equipment, and recall special rules, but keep the rest to yourself. Once all the players have empty tile stands and the bomb has not detonated, then you have successfully completed the mission, and the game ends. Well, the game also ends if the mission is a failure, either by cutting the red wire or if the detonator dial was advanced to the skull space. If that happens, change which player is the captain and restart the mission, hopefully with better luck. Once you complete Mission 8, you can then open the first surprise box. There are other surprise boxes that you will get to open when you advance and continue on your journey of being a bomb disposal expert. And that's how to play Bomb Busters. I'm Salomé Martinez. Thanks for taking a seat with me at the table and for making it through without setting anything on fire. I hope this helps you jump into action and share some high-stakes laughs at your table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Oh, and always avoid cutting red wires. Adios!
Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Bassel.